Hey guys, Ranger here, and welcome back to another very special and highly anticipated reaction and review. Basically, this this is to the new Mickey cartoon Canned. My best friend told me that this episode had been leaked and that it had a very special cameo in it that I would freak out about. And I've also had, oh gosh, several people requesting for me to check out this cartoon, but I wanted to wait until this cartoon was actually fully released before I checked it out. And my friend just sent me a link and said, "Yo, it's up. Prepare to freak out." So I already have a speculation of who they're talking about, but oh my gosh, I'm really curious to see the animation for this. So without further ado, let's begin. This is Mickey Mouse Canned. Starting the video. 3, 2, 1, click. Wow. I like the nice suburbia look. Looks beautiful.
Oh, ma'am, allow me, please.
Oh, what a gentleman. If it's not bother.
I'm Mickey Mouse. It's never a bother. There you go, ma'am, and have a magical day.
Sorry, there's just one more can.
Sure thing.
It's just out back.
No problem.
Gosh.
Okay, Mick, time to show this trash who's boss.
Oh! Again with the improved animation. Oswald!
Oh, man.
So that's where he's been all this time. Is this like a reference to Mickey Junk?
It's a boss. Scram.
The boss.
Dang it, Mick. I had a full house. Thanks for nothing.
Oh my gosh. Is this a reference to Mickey Junk Mountain from Epic Mickey? Oh my gosh. Oswald, he looks so adorable with the animation style. It fits the cartoon so good. Wow, nice car. The steamboat.
Hello?
Oh my gosh, the Mickey phone. What more are you gonna throw at me, man? Nice looking rig.
She's all yours.
What the? I ain't picking up all that.
Oh, hey, wait!
Hey, you're paid to do that, you... They're just, okay, they're just being a show-off with the animation. Now, that's, they're...
Time to take out the...
Again, my gosh, the animation for this. How is, oh my gosh. Hey, dude, that's public property. Okay, that'll work. Why is there always road work going on? Hey, it worked.
Ma'am, your trash has been taken out.
You are such a gentleman, but if it's not too much of a bother, I do have a few newspapers that need recycling.
It's never a bother.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oswald! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, I'm waiting until the ending for this right here. With the annotations over here. Okay, do not. I forgot I put that in a list. I forgot to put that in a list, so of course it's going to go back. Okay, I'm skipping back to that segment because I want to see Oswald. Oswald. Oh my gosh, he looks so cute. He looks so cute. Oh my gosh, I love the animation for Oswald here. Like, it fits with Epic Mickey, with his style. He's even got the fluffy little cotton tail. Oh my gosh, that's so adorable. And then he gets tossed into the trash. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. And his cottontail's just sticking out. Okay. But oh my gosh. Oswald! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, he's actually here. Okay. Okay, I gotta stop geeking out here. And then also, oh my gosh, the steamboat. The steamboat from Steamboat Willie. Oh my gosh. The steamboat from Steamboat Willie just, oh my gosh. That's a steamboat from Steamboat Willie. There's even the 3 whistles on the top. There's the crane that picked Minnie up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And it's in black and white. Oh my gosh. Wow. Now this was a field trip, man. This was a trip down memory lane. This was a feels trip right here. This was like nostalgia just grabbed you and said, "Let's go on a feels trip," and stuffed you into the car and took off at about 100 miles an hour. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh man, oh my gosh, Oswald, yes! And again, I loved his animation. I loved how his animation looked for this. It so totally fit with the style for this cartoon. I mean, it absolutely fit. The animation was so perfect for, excuse me, the animation was so perfect for Oswald in this. It was absolutely perfect. It fit with this world. It did not look out of place in the slightest. It fit and it worked. And so now I know what Oswald would look like in the rest of these cartoons if he actually made any other appearances, maybe actually talked. This is how he would look, and it would fit. It would fit. Disney, you sneaky individuals, and I love you for it. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Now, I know exactly, some people are probably wondering, why did Mickey just toss his brother into the trash? You could kind of consider it a bit of ironic payback for what happened in Epic Mickey, for what Oswald tried to do to Mickey in Epic Mickey. But then again, this could be just a brother thing. You know, they could be just going with the whole brothers thing where they love each other, but they kind of have fun picking on each other. And so it's just a thing where Mickey's like, taking out the trash, bro. And then he just tosses Oswald into it. And I'm wondering, oh man, I'm wondering right now, if there's going to be some fan fiction. I'm wondering if there's going to be some fan fiction that's going to be like a continuity, like a continuity for this cartoon. Features Oswald walking up to Mickey later, tapping him on his shoulder, and clearing his throat. But oh my gosh, I freaking love this cartoon, man. I freaking adore this cartoon. Now, going over the story, or well, the whole cartoon itself. Sorry, my hand is killing me for some reason. I really enjoy the backdrop for this cartoon. Again, I love the like brushstroked painted sky, and I really like the nice suburban setup that they have with little quaint houses, the street, and everything. I love how that looks, and it really has a nice sort of kitschy feel to it. It kind of makes you think about the 1950s in its styling, in its architecture, in its architectural design. It makes you think about the 1950s, like the quaint little houses beside the road, and it kind of makes me think of that. And it has like a nice kitschy feel to it. And it also kind of makes you think about Animal Crossing, the kitschy setup that you had. Like, I just wonder if you walk into some of these houses, if you're going to find like these little strings hanging down separating the kitchen from the living room with these little beads in it. Maybe find like a lava lamp or something. Have like a 1950, have like a 50s or 60s retro clock. And again, I love the scenery for this, and this really does fit. And I'm having flashbacks to the Disney catalogs. Whenever Disney used to print out the Disney catalogs, and you could actually subscribe to them, and there was a lot of things that they sold in there for the home that were just beautiful, and they weren't big and flashy. They really, sorry, there's a mosquito in front of my head, in front of my face. Um, these quaint these quaint, beautiful decor setups, and there was also these nice little kitschy based Mickey things that they had in them sometimes, where you could buy for your home, and it was quaint, it was soothing, and honestly, it was really cool looking through it because it was nice and serene and peaceful and soothing. This makes me think of that. This honestly makes me think of that. And I love the styling. I love the styling for this. I really do. I mean, I love this style. I love the designs for the houses, for the backdrop, for the scenery. How this looks in general, it really does look gorgeous. It really, and it's soothing, and I love how that I just love it. It really does look beautiful. I love the styling for the houses, the brick, and the brick, and like the cream colored um, siding and things like that. I love how that looks, and it really does look gorgeous. And again, it gives you this nice, sort of a kitschy, nice little vintage feel. And the little street lights in the background. It's a nice, soothing feel, and I love it. And also love how Mickey is so in tune. Like, Mickey is Mickey here. He's wanting to help out. He's the kind fella. He's wanting to help out anyone that he can. Um, Even if it's hectic, even if it's kind of hard, he still wants to help out because that's his nature. He wants to be the good guy. He wants to help people out and do anything that he can to help people. And that's Mickey's nature, and that so fits here. That so fits here. And I love it. I absolutely love it. And again, the detailing for this is extraordinary with the background, with the backyard for this woman's house. There's wind chimes. There's like a pot of ferns hanging from the back porch area, which looks nice. And then there's the wind chimes, which is also nice. And it's funny because there's actually those wind chimes look identical to the ones that's actually hanging on my porch. No, like, no joke. The the four the four metal the four metal bars with the little circular wooden piece right in the middle. This looks like a set of the wind chimes that is hanging on my porch, and I love it. It looks great. And wait, I just now noticed the bra and the underwear that's in the trash, and the old TV and the present. And is that an umbrella? But again, it looks really great. It really does look nice. And again, and the scenery, and the animation, again, they're just being a show off with this. Like, no freaking joke. They're just being a show off with this because the animation for this garbage truck is incredibly well done. It is, again, just like with Pete's truck in Swimming Hole, the truck is static. There's no bend, there's no brake, there's no cartoonish effect with the truck in that it seems to bend and act like in a normal cartoonish style. It stays static. It doesn't move. It doesn't bend. It doesn't change its position. It doesn't change its style. It doesn't change its shape. And it looks great. I mean, and again, it's CGI, and it looks CGI, and it fits in there. I mean, it looks great. And then again, Oswald gets tossed into the trash. And now I know some people are probably wondering. Now I want to clear this up. I know some people are wondering, does Disney think that Oswald is trash? No, no, no. That is no. Disney loves Oswald. And Oswald is a part of the Disney family. Oswald was Walt's first creation, and Oswald is Mickey's long lost older brother. Disney loves Oswald. They would not have tried to get him back if it weren't for wanting to add Oswald back into the family. And again, I know people are wondering, and I have to say this quickly, I know people are wondering, when is Oswald going to make a return? When is Oswald going to make a return? The thing about Oswald is you have a character, and I really wish people would understand this. And some people do, but some people don't. You have a character that has been away from the Disney family for so many years. And you can't just throw a cartoon together and toss Oswald into it and it work. It wouldn't work. You have to tell a good story for Oswald. You have to tell a good story. It has to have a good story. It has to have a good vehicle for it to be able to work. And you can't just throw anything together and shoehorn Oswald in, throw him in with the story, and it be acceptable. You can't do that. If it were me, and I was the one, and I was trying to figure out a good story to work Oswald in, if I went with these cartoons, again, I would not have any idea really where to go with it, because I would have no idea, and thinking about it, I don't have any idea how I would work Oswald into the story. I would not want him to be just a friend. He would be Mickey's brother. But where has he been all this time? That's the question. That's the thing that you have to think about. You can't just throw a story. Well, he just moved into the neighborhood. Again, why has there been no mention of him? Why hasn't he been featured before? There's a story that you have to think about, and it has to be worked delicately. It's a delicate story that has to be told in the right way in order for it to work. You can't put a car together with duct tape and super glue and it go. It has to be put together the right way. And that's the case with Oswald. My personal belief, I believe there has to be a good story. Oswald does not need something just thrown together with him put in. References like this, little gags, that's fine, because they're showing that he's there. The little glimpses. But actually having something that puts him in, it has to be good. It has to be right. It has to fit. And I know that. That's what I believe. But yet there's still people that are wondering when Oswald is going to be put into the cartoons. And again, Oswald would work in this universe. We've already seen the animation. He would work in this universe. And they could make a good story. But again, it has to be worked in the right way. I do believe that Oswald could be worked into these cartoons. But there has to be a good story. And yeah, I know some people... And yeah, I know, Oswald doesn't exactly have to be told how he's there. No, it doesn't have to be, but I think would work better, because just having Oswald walk onto the scene and him and Mickey be talking, it wouldn't exactly work, because there's still the question, where have you been all this time? And I still believe that it has to be done properly. And so, I am patient. Little glimpses like this, I'm fine with. And I still have Epic Mickey and Epic Mickey 2. And like I said, I believe that at some point we will see Oswald again in something. It might be a cartoon, it might be a film, it might be it might be a brand new movie. It might be this cartoon, it might be a whole new show, it might be a film. I don't know. But I do believe that we will see him again. But it's just a matter of being patient. And again, they're working it in. Disney already knows that we want to see. Disney already knows that we want to see Oswald. But like I said, I don't want Disney to rush it. because we have seen examples. There exist examples, not for Disney, but for other things where a studio cranked out something to its fans so quickly that it sucked in quality. Remember Duke Nukem? Remember how bad that was, or how badly panned it was, or badly criticized because it seemed like, I mean, people hated it because they were just catering to the fans and they just threw it out there without actually taking quality control into into consciousness. I don't want the same thing to happen to Oswald. I don't want there to be a situation. Sorry, I was wanting to put something on my lens. I don't want the same fate that befell Duke Nukem to happen to Oswald. And there are other examples as well where something was just thrown out quickly without any real thought and consideration about its story, about its origins, about its plot, about its character. Even if it means 10 more years before we see Oswald in something official, I would be fine with that, just because it would be better quality. I don't want something to just be thrown out there. I want it to be good, because Oswald deserves it. Mickey deserves it. Disney deserves it. And the fans want it. I'm not saying we deserve it. No, we don't deserve it. But Oswald as a character does. He deserves to be brought back into the family the right way. And I think Epic Mickey was a fantastic start, personally. I loved it, and I think it was a great start. And like I said, I believe that we will see him again. It's just a matter of being patient, because there is a good story that has to be thought up, that has to be done. It will take someone that has a passion for this character, that really wants to see this character come back. It's just, we just have to be patient. And I really wish people would understand that, because I keep seeing people in the comments for some of these cartoons, when is Oswald showing up? When is Oswald showing up? Again, having high expectations and rushing something, you can't rush something and it work as good. I can buy two of the exact same model kits. I can take my time with one, and I can rush with one. I can guarantee you that the one that I take my time with and I put thought and effort into is going to look so much better than the one that I put together as quickly as possible. The one that I put together as quickly and throw it out there as quickly as possible, it's going to look crude, it's not going to be as much quality, it's going to look ridiculous. The one that I put the time and effort into is the one that's going to look the best. That, I know, is what's happening here. That is what needs to happen here. And so, I can be patient. I just wish some other people could be. But, again, and also, again, I thought for sure that I saw a Mickey icon inside the trash whenever Goofy was playing with the mice or the rats. Behind the seat, there's what looks to be, right behind the seat on the left, is what looks like a piece of cardboard or like a French fry with something red on top of it. It's almost shaped in like the Mickey icon. And I'm curious. And Goofy's playing. You know, okay, no. I have nothing against this scene, but I kind of think it would have been hilarious if it, instead of rats, it had been sharks, and then you could have said Goofy was playing with card sharks. But, but that's how my imagination works. Then Mickey was just like mountain climbing on that, and that old car, which I gotta get a quick look at to see. That old car, a nice two-door coupe with the windows in the back. And the fins, that looks like it could be a 1950s car, given how it's got the fins. But again, nice looking car. Could be restored, but you know, I really hate to see an old car be just junk. But like, give me the car, I'll take it, I'll take care of it, I'll restore it. And then we got the Mickey phone. Oh my gosh, again, the Mickey phone, the classic. Oh my gosh, the classic phone of Mickey. Oh my gosh, like, I love it that the animators and the writers here are so bold that they're actually putting different properties in there like that. It makes me think of Pixar, how Pixar has referenced some of their other films with the things that they've done. I like it. I like it whenever I like it whenever existing films do that. They make references to some of their other properties. Um, like saying, "Hey, this exists." You know, we're just having some fun. I love it. I love it. And I also think it kind of would have been hilarious if Minnie had been the one that called Mickey on the phone. Um, but again, I think that the animation for this is just incredible. And again, I love the animation for that garbage truck. I mean, that looks really good. And it really does look like one of the garbage trucks that runs near my house. I mean, it's even got the blue back. Like, there's one that runs near my house. It's got the blue back on it, too. The cab is white, though. And I think it's the typical truck chassis. I think it's got the typical truck cab. It doesn't have the flat front or cab over design. It doesn't have the cab over design. It's got the standard long nose. And it's kind of funny because that guy's attitude, I'm not picking up all that. There's only one guy here. The guys that get the trash where I live, there's two people. There's a driver and then there's a guy that stands on the back of the truck that picks up the trash, and if there's something heavy, they both get out. This truck is one of the more modern things that has the things on the side. The truck near where I live, it doesn't have that. But it's interesting. Like, no joke, this guy's attitude. Yeah, I've actually seen that in real life. Like, here he is, not picking the thing up, literally not doing the job that he's getting paid to do. But yeah, there's a large stack of that there, and it kind of makes me wonder why that he doesn't have any help. Why he doesn't have any help whatsoever. And then again, it was also cute, like whenever Mickey was depressed, how his ear just kind of flopped down. That's cute. I like that. It kind of makes me, and I'm going to compare something Disney here to MLP briefly. It kind of makes me think about MLP, or like generally whenever an animal is kind of sad, how like in MLP, whenever the ponies are sad, their ears will kind of flop down. I like that. I like that effect here. I really like that effect with Mickey. It's cute, and it makes it feel more alive. You know, like the ears aren't just static. Like the ears can actually move to help express the character's emotion. I really like that detail. I really do. It's great. And again, the animation for this is just a show off. Like, they're just being a show off with the animation here, and I love it. I'm just shocked, again, by the animation for this. It really does look good. It's an interesting contrast with the 2D animation, or like the Flash animation with Mickey, and then the more CGI-based animation with the truck. But I love it. I love it. That's the kind of CGI animation that I really like, honestly. Now, I don't hate CGI. I really don't. There are some CGI things that I really love. That looks fantastic. But through it all, I'm a traditional animation nut. I'm a 2D animation fanatic. But I do like it whenever CGI. I do love it whenever CGI and traditional animation, or Flash animation like this, or whatever, or 2D, is combined. I love it whenever it's combined. And like the characters are 2D, but the vehicles and some of the background and props are actual 3D. That's a great combination. That is a freaking fantastic combination, and I love that they did it here. And the guy just randomly picks up a car out of nowhere and just hurls it at Mickey. I'm pretty sure this guy has lost his job. Destroying public property just to try to avoid doing your job. Mickey can literally say he took out the trash. And of course, the typical gimmick, the typical cliche and gimmick in cartoons, or really anything, where there is road work. It's not just in cartoons we've seen that. That's happened in other live-action shows. There's usually always a place where it's having road work. And you know what's bad? It's true to real life. It's true to real life. I cannot tell you how many times I have wanted to take my truck. I've wanted to take that old C10 out for a cruise, and I went out prior, and there just so happened to be a water line, that water pipe that burst underneath the road, and so here they were having to dig it up, and there was mud and water running all over the road. They were directing traffic, and they were like trying to add on to the road or do something to the hillside. Yeah, I mean, it's happened a lot, and so it's not just a gimmick in cartoons. It's real life. It's real life, and that's bad. That's freaking bad. But again, it is, and so I'm guessing the end of the road just ended at there. And it's funny that the dump was just down in the pit. And then after all of that work that Mickey went through, trying to help this woman, you know, it kind of makes me feel bad for this old lady. Like, how long did she have all this stuff and nobody offered to help her? Like, nobody. Like, does she not have like a daughter or like a granddaughter that visits or something? I mean, yeah, I mean, it's something. Yeah, I know I'm reading way too deep into that, but again, like, Mickey was the good Samaritan here. He tried to help out, and so I mean, he wanted to help. He wanted to do a good deed, not because he wanted any reward for it, just because the good deed. Just because the reward itself was knowing that he helped someone in need. And that's Mickey, and that's the way humanity should be. But we're not. We're screwed up in the head. And then, like in the typical cartoon fashion, Mickey manages to use the the barrels to try to catch up to the trash guy, and hilarity ensues, and they both end up in the dump along with the guy, which he actually deserved. And then at the end of it, this old lady has all these newspapers. And yeah, at that point, you know, you like Mickey kind of slightly, I think, dreaded his decision in a sense, but at the same time, yeah, yeah, I can understand Mickey. I can understand Mickey here, and like I said, I love how Mickey is. That's one of the reasons why that I love his character so much, is because he is just a good guy. He's willing to help out any way that he can, but he's not. I mean, and yeah, you could say he's kind of naive and gullible at times. Yet at the same time, he's intelligent, and he doesn't really take anybody's crap. Sometimes, like, he has a wrong button and it can be pushed, and so it's hilarious. It's hilarious, and that's why Mickey is such a relatable character. And again, I really love this cartoon. There's so many references to Disney's past, so many references in this, and then that giant fruit fly that just suddenly sees Mickey and then takes off with him, and Mickey comes back with this expression like, I have seen Speep. I have seen much Speep. Like, Mickey has seen some Speep here. He has seen some crap. And, oh my gosh. And I can just kind of, oh my gosh, I just had the image go through my mind. This wall, perfect setup. I just had the image of, like, Minnie possibly walking down the street, and she just so happened to see this. And now it's like a scene from Duck Hunt. The fly is the duck, and Minnie is the one that's taking shots at the fly, and it's like a parody of Duck Hunt. I just had the image go through my mind. Like, Minnie saw what happened, she gets angry, so she grabs a shotgun, or like a gun, or like a rifle, and here she's taking pot shots at that fly in a parody of Duck Hunt. But again, I really love this cartoon. It's zany, it's definitely within the typical Disney zany cartoonness, but at the same time, it's really well done. Again, I love the animation style, I love the background design, I love the nice suburban kitschy setting that they have going on. I love that. I love how, again, Mickey just wants to help, how he's just typical Mickey Mouse, and it's cute, it's adorable. And then I also love the combination, the animation combination between the 2D or flash-based animation with Mickey, and the 3D animation with the background props, the truck, the garbage cans, things like that. I love how that fits in there, and it really does look great. And I really love how that it looks. It really does fit in there great. It's a great combination, and it looks good. And then at the end, the garbage truck driver got his comeuppance. And again, it was really well done. And one thing that I forgot to mention at first in the background was whenever the old lady first makes a mention about the backyard. And the scene, oh my gosh, it kind of makes you wonder. Like, at first I thought, okay, so this is the little old lady that on the outside she seems nice, but in the back she's, I don't know, like a butcher or something. Maybe like Mick was going to find some newspapers that says, you know, so many bodies missing or something. But yeah, again, you kind of can't, like, I can't help but delve into it and think to myself, how long is this little lady, how long has she not had any help? And it's sad because that mimics real life. Like, there are older people out there that are on their own. They don't have anyone to help them, and the only time they get help, I mean, they're not physically capable of being able to do something themselves, and so the only time that anything can get done is whenever they have to hire, or somebody actually is kind enough to actually offer to help them, to actually offer to assist them. And Mickey is a good representation of what humanity should be, of what we should be doing, helping out those in need. But no, that's not what humanity does, unfortunately. Humanity is too self-absorbed, too self-entitled, too overly sensitive. And I'm not taking that back. I'm not taking that back. But again, I really love this cartoon, and I can see what my friend was talking about whenever they said, dude, you're going to freak out whenever you see the cameo. Anyway, yeah, again, I can see what my friend was talking about whenever they said that I would freak out with this. And again, I loved it. It was great seeing Oswald. He was so cute in this. I absolutely loved it. I really loved it. It was fantastic to see Oswald here. But again, this is just great. I love it. I love it. I love it. And again, Disney, thank you so much for thank you so much for these cartoons. Again, thank you to everybody that works on these cartoons. Thank you to everybody that makes these cartoons. Thank you so much, Disney, for making these cartoons. And to the writer, pardon me, and to the writer that decided let's put Oswald in here, dude, thank you, thank you. And to the animator that made Oswald look the way that he did, so cute, again, thank you. It was perfect. And thank you all so much for this cartoon, for this glorious cartoon, and for the wonderful Oswald cameo. I'm still geeking out over it. Thank you so much for that, and thank you so much for all the hard work as well. Thank you so much for it, and also hope you guys enjoyed, and hope my best friend enjoys as well. And also to my best friend, thank you for telling me that this is out. I hadn't checked, so I didn't know whenever it came out. When did this come out? June 25th. Yesterday. Okay. But again, thank you to my best friend for telling me about this cartoon. Thanks so much for sending me the link, and thanks so much for telling me about it. And also, thank you so much for wanting me to check it out, and thank you to everybody else as well for wanting me to check this out, and thank you also for recommending it to me as well. So thank you all so much. Also, thank you again to my best friend. I really appreciate it. You are the best. You are truly the best. And thank you guys again for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video that I do. Take care.